And we have some components. Then we have the most important information is the time. So we make this one bigger, right? So sometimes the design could be easy understanding as an easy and more intuitive, idea. So if you want people want the see the time, and it's the first priority for the lock screen. So as a designer, you define this, right? So this is the first priority. Through the user research, we get this. When the people hold your phone, they move or simply tap it, they want to know the time. So you want to make this one bigger, okay? So that's their priority match your design, okay? So but think about this. We'll make this one a tiny size, like this. Nobody will like you, okay? So you lost the job, okay? So what's the time, okay? So think about that. Many of the job is as UX designer is you either if you are a small team, you kind of like you don't have the money to hire people to do our user research. So you just think about you as a user, which is a little bit dangerous, but still usable. So and think about it. What do you want, okay? And then convert your information you can control, right? So because you don't want to, there's no way you can show the next, time of the lottery number, right? So when 10,000 million is number, you cannot show there because you don't have the information. What the information you have is only the current time and data, right? So so you show that valuable information there, okay? So now let's go see what other information may be pretty helpful is show some icons, right? So I have this flashlight and then a camera, okay, for my phone. Have those two things. So let's just try to put some more function there. So I will put. Let's see if I can have a light. Okay, so I got the light. Okay, so I got use this icon here. Okay, so you can pick any similar icon. So if you say, the designer, I don't want that. I wanted this one to be a different thing. So of course I will do this one and camera. Okay. Okay, drag this one here. So sometimes you need to adjust the size a little bit. So when you adjust the size, make sure that how we can adjust the size is when you have these elements there, you want to select it and hold the Shift and for those four corners, and then click and drag to resize it. You have to hold the Shift when you resize it. Okay, so otherwise they will show different, very different way you do it. So you want to make this one visually similar size. Okay. All right, so I put this one on the side and this one here on the other side. Right, so we think about the function, we will place the camera there. When the people click this, it's actually like a millions of the computer, calculating the chips is calculating those numbers and try to bring the interface of the camera, try to activate the camera components, the hardware components, and all those kind of very complicated things. So, but to learn UX design, you don't want to think too much of this, okay? Especially at the beginning. I don't want you to think about how this one how we can achieve this one technically. Okay, so when you click the button, you think about make the phone explode. Right? So you can think about that, right? So you can think about some function like destroy the data. Okay, so without thinking about how you can technically achieve this, is not your job. As a designer, you always think about the possibility. And to enhance the experience. Okay, so if the phone would be designing for example, the government or the company with high security data, you design a special system for that. You definitely want to think about how you can remove it, destroy the data. Okay, disrupt everything, make the phone die, right? So that's the function. It's for special case. So as a designer, you should open for that, okay, without thinking too much. It's not your job, okay. So what we got here, the next final touch for this one, we still need a signal bar, right? So signal bar and the network provider, right? So just do two similar ones. So you can go. I think they have a signal. You can spell. Okay, so we get a signal. This is a little bit different signal system. So because this is for Android system, so but I think this one here is more like a signal bar. Okay, we don't want that. We just want a regular. Okay, let's go 4 bar. Okay. Okay. So in the real life, we have the you'll be able to access the whole set of icons for standard icon for iOS and Android system. So we just make this two here. You know, and more importantly, the battery. Okay. So you can search a battery, and let's think about the best situation. We have the batteries being currently charged. Charging. Okay. There definitely have so many detail works to be done, but we just have give you the quick ideas how things work. Okay. So we have a battery, we have the signal bar, we have the Wi-Fi signal. It's 100%. It's a perfect condition. Nice. So what the things you are doing is you are doing the user interface design, and also you start to think about what's the user behavior. You're doing the UX design, user experience design. So congratulations, you are doing the job. Okay. So okay. All right. So on the left hand side, it will be the provider. So I will do type here. So like a version and ATT. Okay, so let me. What?
I was just having some trouble. Some of the images seem to be made up of more than one image, and when I try pulling it around, it distorts it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, when you resize, you want to put a shift. That's the one things. So let's do maybe this one. Drag one behind.
Yeah.
Okay. So this time we're going to resize. We're going to hold the shift and resize it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Also make we'll talk about the details of how we can make an easy adjustment when make the comfortable adjustment for small details. So let's just quickly show you how to if you are going to focus on this small group, right? So when you select those 3 elements, so let's try that, and then you hit Command 3, okay? So this one, boom, become a very big size. So that will give you a more comfortable control for you. You want to say I want to do more control of that. So once this went down, you hit the Command 0, so that everything back to normal. So simple to remember, right? So Command 0, see everything, and Command 3 to resize the selected object. Okay. Okay, so I put this one as dark, maybe small. Okay, so let's kind of like a quick preview. This is a design mode. How we can do a preview without to see the gray background and think about this is a smartphone. So using Command Return. Command Return. Okay, so this mode, Command Return, will show the interface you just made. It's a preview window. Okay, this can do more job than just to show it because it can show the actually clickable content once we have more information. Okay.
Command what?
Command Return.
Return.
Yeah, Command Return. You will have a small window on the side. This is a preview. Okay, preview is think about you have a smartphone. This one will show the content. Okay. All right. But next, we're going to have a beautiful background, right? So we're missing one part to create a interface, a usable interface. So because maybe somebody like the true, like a blank background, but most of the people have something for their lock screen. Okay. So let's go to find some picture. So in Chrome. So in Chrome, you can do Command T. Let's talk about where you can find the, some pictures. Okay, so type Unsplash. Okay, so unsplash.com. Okay, so that's the unsplash.com. So this website provides some free image. So it's easy for us. It's a very large collection. So it's nice for us to if you need try the idea, just go find it. So we're gonna go to texture, or you can go find anything you like. Okay, go surf or wave. Okay, so let's get a nice one. Okay, so this is just like a regular iPhone. So we'll copy image, bring back. So a quick way to return to the previous app is Command and the Tab key. So you can jump between those two apps. Okay. Command and Tab. Okay, hold the Command, Tab, release. Okay, so we get this one here. So Command V, we'll paste this one in. Okay, paste this one. But this one is kind of like a cover everything, right? So what we need, send this one to the back layer. So you can do right click on the picture, and there one option here is to send this one to back. So that would be, it will stay there as the iPhone lock screen picture. Okay.
Mine, it's not showing up on mine.
You need to copy image first. Let's copy image. Okay, and then go back here. Yeah. Command V. Yeah, got it. And then right click on the object, on the picture. So finish, we're trying to go back to the selection. And then right click on the picture, and then send to.
And how do I shrink that so it fits?
Or you can do Command 0. As a Command manage to have a more image, so you can resize or even reposition that. Good. Okay. So let me just find a portion of the picture and find a nice spot to kind of like show the contents. Okay. So once you're done, you click it somewhere else, and you will have this lock screen showing there. Okay. Wow, that's the first interface. Okay. Professional. Yes. Oh, I think it's oh, no, actually, so Command Z. Yeah.
To get the layer
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, you would go to right click this and then send it to
If it was real smooth, it had a picture of my aunt on it. And me. I got an iPhone or I use them.
Okay. So then the user needs some feedback. Okay. So user is a very sensitive group. So sometimes, especially when they hold a very tiny small phone, and across the internet from the other side of the world, and try to access information, or using some function, they need a very strong confirm. Okay, so that's why we will need to give the feedback for users. You did wrong or you did right. Okay, so for example, the user needs to know what to do, and if they already did it, they want to know it's on or off. Okay, so let's do the light here. So in the I'm gonna just check my phone. So in the phone interface, this one have let's go back. Have a circle. Okay, so a light gray or a dark gray. So I'm going to draw a circle. So a circle is E, ellipse, right? So we go here and hold the shift and draw a circle like this. So I'm going to show the different stage of the status of the button. Okay, so this icon here, once we give it some function, it's become a button. It's become a real or functional. Okay, a button is a functional component. So a button should have indicators to let the user know did you already complete this task. Okay. So what I'm going to do is to
It's not working.
What?
It's not working for me.
Which one?
Command E.
E? It's just E. Just E. One click E.
Oh.
Yeah. And hold Shift and draw a box. Yeah. Draw a circle. Yeah, you did it. Yeah. So, and then what I'm do is instead of send this one all the way back, we just send this one backwards. So you're actually using the shortcut to remember this. It's a command and left bracket to send this one back one layer. Okay. Command and left bracket. So send this one layer is not work. So multiple layers. So command left bracket several times.
What's the command to lock your background image?
It's command L.
Command L, thank you.
Command bracket. No, I'm trying to delete this.
Okay.
Command left bracket.
Yeah, left bracket. Yes. So you can do it a different way. You know, sometimes it's multiple layers. And I think you can use, let's see, what's a layer?
How did that not work?
I'm not sure. Nope, mine's not working.
What?
Command left bracket, right?
Command and left bracket several times.
Oh, several times.
Yeah, it's multiple layers. Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah. Well, what the easy one you can also do is, you know, to draw an ellipse. So hit the E circle, and after that you just move this one side a little bit and select the original icon and send this one to front.
Okay.
Yeah. So then you can have this one perfectly there. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Nice. We give this one a circle, and we also want to give this one a little bit of transparency control. So it's not like a let's go lower the transparency here to for example very low. Okay, 20%. So when we select the circle, this one highlights 20%. So the idea is once we turn on this guy, and the background will become 100%, so it's show a different stage. Okay. All right. Okay. So as UXD, then how we can do the second screen? Well, first one, let's just try to make this one even. So we're gonna copy this circle here, so they are not recognize this one as so they're just kind of like indicated that you have those two options. They're currently both turned off, right? You just duplicate this one. So how we can duplicate this circle? I usually forgot that this is the first day. Okay, so you want to drag it and hold Option. Okay, hold down Option, and then you will have a duplication of this element. Yes. What? Oh, Command Z. Nice. Okay. So now let's really make this one responding to a user request. Okay, so what the user request is, this person is gonna do turn on the light. Okay, turn on the flashlight. So what I'm gonna do is actually when we do the design, in the real life, when you create this one, it's the function. You send the computer command, and the system will get this touch screen touch, and then they convert to a digital signal to finally turn on the hardware of the light. So the LED light is turned on when you type it. Okay, so it's a complicated process. So but here it's not that easy process, but we need to just to have another screen. So let's click the title of the current artboard, current panel. Okay, click the title. This one have a title on the left top corner. Okay, you will see this is very important to have this title concept, because when you select the title, and you select everything on this page, so then you can do a quick command D. Quick command D. So that means duplicate. That means you can create two different operation here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is on the second screen, we just simply turn on this one to be 100%. All right. So now this one's on.
Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's like the switch. We have an on-off position. Okay. On-off position to indicate that difference.
Are you talking about?
So yeah, just click this little circle here.
This one?
Yeah, and then turn on the appearance
Oh, I
to
got it.
100%. So we got this two different stage.
Okay.
Yeah. So once we got this two different stage, and now we can start to prototype it and make this one work for you. Okay. So make it two different stage. Okay, one is on and one is off.
How do I make it so it's centered in my screen?
Command
Everything?
0.
Thank you.
Okay. So now let's go to the prototype mode. The prototype is really you are making this one to you're designing the logic between those two screens. So it could be understanding as a simple algorithm, and you think about it. This one should you're thinking about how those two pages are related. Okay. So we go to the prototype mode. So it's not changing very well. So it's not change, but when you select this little circle here, we got this line. Okay. So this will give you the option to defining what's the change, what something changed, where to go. Okay. What happened? So so when the people click this guy, want this things to be shown on the second page. So we just simply grab this arrow and connect to this page. Okay. So we connect those two pages. Okay. Then we're defining the on option, right? So here, when the people click the circle and the icon, this guy will return to the other page, right? Well, actually, it's just show this icon here. So on that second page, we'll select this one and just draw back. Okay, so just draw this one back to the so you can turn on and off, on and off. Okay. Okay. So very good. Okay. So we have these two connected, and now let's try to preview it. Okay, command return, and now you can click this on and click this off, on, off. Okay. Well, that's a very exciting. Okay, that's cool, huh?
Mine starts with the second one though.
I love the color.
Mine did command return.
Yeah, it's working. You see, that shows the two different stages.
Such a
Yeah.
good job. That being said, you're kind of
I kind of copied.
You guys know that is something work? Yeah.
So once you get into the prototype and it's working on your screen, then when it goes to the developer of the phone,
Mhm.
they do the mechanical stuff underneath.
Yeah.
Where, okay, I got it.
Yeah. So you basically show that I want this. I give you the icon. I give you the everything. You just make that happen. So that's
That's
two
their-
different jobs. That's their
okay.
job. Yeah.
Nice.
So they want this type of prototype.
Yeah.
They want you do more because we don't want to do more.
Right.
Yeah. So, okay. So, we can touch. We can do a little bit of touch on this. So, for example, on the second page, we can. Let's just go back to design mode. So we can enhance that the visual look. Okay. So, for example, we can give this one a border, and give this one kind of like an orange border or a red border, to make this one more. Kind of like indicator it's on, okay, to show a little bit of color there.
Is this back in design mode?
Yeah, back to the design mode, yes. Okay, we'll give this one a border. So we're testing. So because that you may heard the user complain that when we turn to the alternatives were on, it's very see the difference. So to make this more different, you can change the icon design to make this more make sense to your user group. Okay, so your user group is for like a senior, or for a special group, they need more large icons. So you will need to do that, right? So it really depends on the user group. Okay, but most of the time when we're designing, we think about the regular user group.